Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Becky. Secretary, just call me Becky. I'm a nurse in the UK, and once again, for those of you who haven't watched my video before, I normally do videos by giving tips to overseas nurses, senior carers, or nurses who are already living in the UK. So today's topic, I'm going to be talking about how to open an account when you arrive in the UK. One of my viewers asked me to do this video, so I'm going to be doing that. If you're new to my channel, I'll encourage you to subscribe so that when I post a new video, you get notified. For those of you who are already subscribers, thank you very much. So let's start the video. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the types of bank accounts that are available. I will talk about some of the banks that operate here in the UK. I will talk also about the documents required, and also finally I will talk about the process. So let's start. I've got my list again, so bear with me. So basically, some of the banks that are available in the UK, the first one I would say is Halifax. There is Nationwide, there is Barclays Bank, there is Santander, there is HSBC, there is Lloyds Bank, and there are several other banks. So these are just a few. So what are some of the types of bank accounts you can have? So one of them is current account. So if you open a current account, you can use it for your normal day-to-day things. You would get a checkbook. Most people don't use checks anymore, but you would get a checkbook. You would be able to pay your bills out of your account, and also so you can set up standing orders or direct debit, so bills can go out automatically from your account. And you can also have your salary paid into your current account. And in the UK, without a bank account, it's difficult to get an employer, because most of the employers would want to know your bank account details so that they can pay your salary, or they pay you into your account. So it's one of the very important things you need. Most of you who are arriving for work, like nurses or senior carers, most often your employers would support you or show you as to what to do. But this is just general information. I don't work in a bank, I'm a nurse. I'm going to be adding links to some of these banks as to how to open accounts, so that you can read and find out what is available, and you can choose what you feel will suit your personal needs. Now, if you have a current account as well, you would be able to get what we call overdraft as well. But I would say be very careful with overdrafts. Let's carry on. It's not dangerous. You have the overdraft. It's extra money the bank has given you that you can use. And sometimes if your own money is finished, you could be tempted to go overdrawn or use the overdraft. And if you don't pay them, you get charged. So you have to always read your details that you get from the bank. As I said, some of the banks with your current account as well, you may be eligible to get credit card as well. But with that, most often they do credit checks before they give you credit card. So, and if you're new and you haven't had any credit history, sometimes it can be difficult to get credit card. But most people, because they know you're coming to be working as nurses, you may be lucky to get one. Another one is a basic account. With a basic account, you would also get your salary paid into it. You can pay bills out of it. You may not get a check. I don't know about checkbook, but with that, you will not get overdraft. Have a direct debit and they can't get money out of your account to pay for that bill, you would be charged. So you have to be careful. Another type of account we have is joint accounts. So joint accounts are normally done by or opened by couples or families, whereby they contribute money. So both couples would pay into that, so that they use that to pay their bills. Or some people just prefer to have joint accounts. So that's a type of account. There is young people's, or there are accounts for young persons as well, or young people. So you can open an account for your children when you settle. So once maybe monthly. If it is £10 you want to put aside for the children for something, you can do that. It's in their name, but it's under your account as well. And with each bank, I have a current account with my bank, and I have 2 other little savings accounts there. So one for little Christmas present for the future, another one is just little things I put out there. Something left at the end of the month, I put it in there. So you know, you can open about 2 or 3 different accounts in the same bank if you like. Now, so how to open an account and what do you need? To complete your application, I think you can actually start this application online. Some of the banks will let you apply online, and then you go in branch with your documents. Because of COVID, I think things are changing. So there are different options out there to look at. Each bank is different. The list of the things or documents that would be required is that each of them have their specific requirement. As I said, they want proof of your identity. So proof of ID would either be your passport, if you have driver's license from UK, or if you have, they need proof of address as well. So with proof of address, they would want something like utility bill, telephone bill, council tax bill, mortgage statement, rent agreement. And some banks will require more than one proof of address. I know when you arrive newly, you may not have got these things yet. So if you're new to UK, you may not be able to do this. So in this instance, a letter from your employer, or if you're a student from a university, would be acceptable by the banks. So what documents do you need for an ID check? So some of those documents, as I have said, for your ID checks would be, you need to provide proof of your income. So if you've got contracts from your employers, then your income would be on there, or most often pay slips would suffice for that. Bank statement for those who have had a statement, P60 for some people, letter from an organization or an employer. As I said, if your employer gives you a letter and they tell you how much you're going to be paid at the end of the month, that could be used. As I said, some of the banks will check your credit score as well, whether you are credit worthy. But if you're new in the country, how do you get that credit score? So it's a bit difficult, but some of them with your role that you're coming to be in would help with you getting through these things. As I said, some of the banks you need to go in person. You have to make an appointment and go in person to get your account open for you. But once again, each bank and what their requirement is. Now, as I said again, with COVID going on, some of them would let you apply online, and then you will submit the document by scanning them and sending through to them. But some, because of fraud and scam and all these things, they would want you face to face to come and present your IDs and all that. And when you get an account, definitely you could have an online account as well, so you can manage your own account online. You can set up all these standing orders and the rest online. Some of them would allow you to do international money transfers and all that, but each bank is different. As I said, I'm going to be adding links to some of these banks, so you can go on their website and you can check how to open. If you want to go into savings account, you can check what sort of savings accounts they have. As I said, they have the ISAs, they have the shares and all sorts of things for savings accounts, and you need to go in and speak to them about that, or you can arrange a telephone banking and all that as well. It is good when you're here to try and open some savings account. It is not easy to save money when you're here in the UK, but you need a savings account. If it is you have to discipline yourself. If it is even £50 you want to put aside at the end of each month, I think it would be worth it 50 times 12 would give you £600 in a year, and you can imagine, you know, how much you can make at some point over a couple of years. So basically this video is answering or I've created it as an answer to one of my viewers who wanted me to do a video on how to open an account when you arrive in the UK. I hope this has been helpful. Feel free to drop me a comment. Feel free to ask if there is anything you want me to create a video on. I would be happy to do that. Please remember to share, remember to like, and if you have not subscribed yet, please remember to subscribe. Thank you very much and take care of yourselves, and I'll see you again. Take care. Bye bye.